There's a reason why many wisdom traditions say that your thoughts, or what you call your thoughts, are not your own. Your thoughts do not belong to you. Can we explore this? Most of what you call my thinking is not really personal at all. It's more like collective noise, and there's a lot of collective noise right now. Social media, news networks, just people in general. There's a lot of collective noise passing through a conditioned mind that then claims ownership of it. Have you ever noticed that your so-called personal thoughts sound suspiciously unoriginal? The self-doubt, the comparison, the craving, the anxiety about the future, they're almost identical to what billions of other humans are thinking right now. And there are 8 billion people on the planet right now. Yet each of us says, this is my mind, these are my thoughts. What if that's not true? So imagine that human consciousness is like one vast atmosphere of thought, emotion, and imagery. Within that atmosphere are powerful weather streams, current beliefs, collective fears, archetypal stories, social media trends, family conditioning, religious narratives, and more. Your individual mind is like a small local sky inside the larger atmosphere. Thoughts appear in that local sky. Ecosystem, you might say. But most of them are formed by the larger climate, the phrases you use, the things you worry about, even your sense of what is normal, are shaped by this shared field. So in that sense, your mind is less a creator of thoughts and more like a receiver and recycler of collective patterns. It's very easy to see this and see this clearly. When a culture is obsessed with productivity, your mind produces thoughts about being behind, lazy, not enough. When a culture worships youth and beauty, your mind produces thoughts of inadequacy about your body or aging. The individual content feels deeply personal, but the template is collective. So where does the sense of me come in? Where does that? Well, your personal conditioning acts like a filter or lens on this collective field. Your history, your wounds, your upbringing, your successes and failures all color what comes through. Two people can be exposed to the same collective stories, but each mind personalizes them in its own style. That's why it feels like I am thinking, or what we call I. Most of us don't even know what that means, I. The thought stream passes through a unique pattern of memory and emotion, and as it does, the ego claims ownership, my opinion, my trauma, my insight, my problem. But most of what is claiming was never truly authored there. In spiritual language, we might say there is one mind appearing as many minds. See, right now, 8 billion minds. In psychological language, we might say there's a collective unconscious and a collective consciousness expressing itself through individual patterns. However we phrase it, the point is the same. The majority of what we experience as my thoughts are expressions of a much larger field. Why does this matter? Especially if you're interested in awakening. Because the more we see the impersonal nature of most thoughts, the less tightly we cling to them. If this is mostly collective noise, then I don't have to take every thought as a report about me. A thought can arise, move through conditioning, and pass away without becoming an identity. This is the beginning of freedom. You may still hear the old narratives about worth, safety, control, success, but something in you knows this is a pattern moving through consciousness, not a verdict on who I am. The grip loosens, space appears, and in that space, something else can be recognized. What is that? You shift from thought stream to awareness. Notice that whatever thoughts arise, personal or so-called personal or collective, there's always an awareness that knows them. The doubt is known, the fear is known, the planning is known. Even the most intimate self-judgment is being witnessed by something that is not anxious, not afraid, not judging. That awareness is not personal. It doesn't belong to one culture, one history, one body. It is the same open, clear presence in which all minds appear. From here, the distinction between my thoughts and your thoughts loses its ultimate importance. They're all movements within one field of knowing. So we could say most of what we think are personal thoughts, my thoughts, your thoughts, are actually collective waves moving through the conditioned mind. And behind those waves is an ocean of awareness, silent, vast, and free. That ocean is not conditioned by any of this. Okay? Any of this. So the invitation is simple. Instead of asking, why am I thinking this? Begin to ask, what happens if I see this as a pattern that is passing through, and rest as the awareness that knows it. In that shift, you may discover that who you truly are is not the noise at all, but the boundless stillness in which all of it comes and goes. This stillness is the source of creativity, peace, happiness, joy, and much, much more that is valuable. Empathy and compassion and love and equanimity and loss of fear of death. Tattvamasi.